Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video I am so excited to share with you guys some DIY Dollar Tree and budget-friendly decor crafts. I am also hosting a $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway. I want to spoil you all. Comment down below on this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribing is totally free to give yourself a chance to enter that giveaway. Now listen, without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns. Get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to show you guys how to create a super adorable little easy Dollar Tree wall hanging. We are going to use two of these Dollar Tree garden gates, and you flip them end to end and then zip tie them on those center rungs. The next thing we're going to do after we have these zip tied is add some cute little decor. So I'm going to use this garland that I found at the thrift store. It was about $3 or $4. I'm going to lay it crosswise across the little garden trellis and then zip tie it, and then pull the bottom gently in and around the base of the garden trellis, and then zip tie it again to get it securely on here. I feel like this is a really fun and different idea for kind of like a wreath idea. So let me know what you guys think about this. I also kind of curled the other side of the garland around and zip tied that as well. The next thing I'm going to add is this super adorable Fresh Flowers little pink truck. If you guys know me, you know I love pink. And you know, just think about this. You guys can really use any sign from the Dollar Tree or any sign that you have on hand. And this is a fun little easy bow that I created a couple videos back. But basically you just take some ribbon and hot glue it end to end, zip tie it together, and then add some tails. I'm going to go ahead and zip tie this on to the top part of the trellis. Once you have your bow added to the top of that, here's how that's going to look. And then I'm just going to take and tuck the tails in and around the little pit berries on this garden floral. So again, I shared this little bow DIY with you guys. If you just go back on my YouTube channel or Facebook a couple videos back, you guys should be able to find it. But I have a ton of bow ideas on my channel, and here is how it turned out. I think it looks so cute. I just added 2 hydrangeas to the base to kind of fill it in, and then a hydrangea off up to the side. So I hope you guys are loving this and are inspired to create something fun and fabulous for your wall or your front door. As long as you zip tie everything on, it should be good to go and withstand whatever wind comes your way. I know on my front porch, on my door, we get a ton of wind pretty much every season. We're up on top of a hill, and the wind just likes to tunnel through, especially in the spring season when we have some tornadic activity, and then we will also get some pretty good storms in the fall. We don't get a whole swell. Actually, we do get some wind during the winter. So I think maybe the summertime is the only time we don't have a lot of wind. Anyway, I just mentioned that because I know a lot of you guys may have wind things going on your front door if you decide to do something like this. So just make sure you zip tie everything down. This is a fun and fabulous idea on a total budget. You can also look for pretty garlands, 40% off at Hobby Lobby, and also you can find sales at Michael's as well. Just keep watching their weekly sale calendars. For this next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how to make a super easy little beautiful decor piece. This is going to be a wall hanging that I'm creating for my sweet, sweet friend. And I'm taking one of these Dollar Tree wooden heart signs and then this calendar that I found. I want to say that I found this calendar at Hobby Lobby. It's a scripture calendar, and it said, "The Lord will guide you always." She is a sweet friend of faith, and I can't wait to give this to her and surprise her with it. I also found some pretty little prayer cards. She's just one of my sweet, sweet friends, and so I thought this would be super nice to share with her. So I'm cutting out the calendar page, and it was a thick calendar, so I didn't Mod Podge it. I was able to just hot glue it to the little wooden heart base, and then I'm going to create a super easy bow. So this is the same bow that I used on that wreath garland at the first of this video. So you just take ribbon and you hot glue it end to end, and then you're going to pinch it up in the center and pinch it together. And that's when you want to take some floral wire or a pipe cleaner or a zip tie and just, zip tie that to the center, and then you can place it onto the top part of your little decor idea. And then I'm adding them some pretty roses. I just thought it would be so sweet and just soft and beautiful, something that maybe she can use for her room or maybe a bathroom area or just something like that. So anyway, I love creating fun things for friends, and I don't know if you guys enjoy that as well, but I just thought this would be super pretty. And I was looking at it and I thought, you know what, we need to add a little bit more. We didn't have quite enough. I wanted some tails, so I added some tails to the top part of the little decor piece. I ruched the ribbon, that way it didn't cover up the pretty sculpture. And then I added in these pretty little Dollar Tree beads. Hopefully this doesn't give it too much weight if she decides to hang it. And then I'm going to add in another little hanger that was originally on here. So anyway, here is how it turned out. I think it looks really pretty, and I hope that this blesses you even just reading this. I don't know where you're at and what you've got going on, but the Lord will guide you always. I say that because I'll tell you what, I know the Lord guides me, and there's so many times, and that's a scripture in Isaiah 38:11, I think, maybe 58. Anyway, it's hard for me to read. I don't have my reading glasses on, but I know the Lord guides me. Sometimes I don't listen. So when the Lord is guiding you, listening is super important. And I know I struggle with that. I'm sure you guys do at times as well. But maybe this will be a helpful reminder. I've had to make some hard choices, even just today, with a friendship in that manner. So anyway, oh goodness, but I didn't mean to go off on that tangent. Anyway, I hope you guys love this idea. It's fabulous on a budget. For this next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to show you guys a fun little hack you guys can use with one of these Dollar Tree planters. I'm going to take this styrofoam and pop it into the bucket. What I want to create is a fun little decor piece and make it kind of fancy, like in a bridal or Marie Antoinette fashion. So I'm going to take this piece of thrift store lace. It's just a curtain from the thrift store. You can also grab lace from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to take it, I'm going to push it down in and around the canister. And it's going to kind of tuck in to the space where the styrofoam is down in the center. The next thing I want to do is take these beautiful feathers, and you could also just use flowers, but I want to create this romantic kind of centerpiece. A friend of mine had a wedding last year that I decorated for, and she wanted feathers, and so I have a bunch of these feathers left over, and I thought, oh, this would be a pretty little thing to add to my beauty space. So I'm just going to add in all these pretty little feathers. They poke very easily down into the styrofoam, and if you wanted to make them really super duper secure, you could add in some hot glue. I like to change my decor around so much that I'm not going to do this for this project, but I thought it was just a fun idea. And of course, I got to looking at it, and I felt like it needed a little something in the front. Now that, of course, is optional. You could also spray paint around the lace, and so you could have like a little spray painted effect instead of the actual lace on there. And I've shared with you guys how to spray paint, do spray painted vases with lace. I'm sorry, my puppy dog Benji Bear is probably seeing kids get off the bus. I'm going to take these pearls that I had just in my craft stash. I think the hinge on them broke. And so I'm just going to add them to the front of this and add a pretty jewel. Okay guys, I'm so sorry about my puppy dog barking, but this I'm going to take and add a pretty little jewel to the front of this, and this is a jewel from totallydazzled.com, and Natalie owns this little jewel business, and she is such a doll, and her jewels are so amazingly priced. I'm going to leave a link for Totally Dazzled down in the description box for you guys of this YouTube video, and you guys can go check her out, especially if you do crafts and you like to make them fancy. I had an Etsy shop years ago and I made really high-end, expensive, really fancy wreaths with tons of jewels and pearls and feathers and roses, and so I always tried to source things. I wish I would have known about Natalie back then, because I would go to Hobby Lobby and the jewels were so expensive, and I would also like look at thrift stores to try to find pretty stuff. So anyway, she's a great resource, and she also has a lot of bridal things that are very nicely priced, and she runs tons of sales. Anyway, I love supporting small businesses, so I just thought I would put that out there. But here is that fun little idea. It's kind of funky, but I thought it was kind of Marie Antoinette style or romantic, and I thought you guys would enjoy this fabulous idea on a budget. For this next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to show you guys how to make a super adorable little easy Dollar Tree wreath. So Dollar Tree has these mini wreaths and they come 2 to a pack. What I want to do is cover it with some of this Dollar Tree ribbon that I found in the Dollar Tree Plus section. So I just hot glued it, and then I'm taking it and wrapping it around the little mini wreath. Super easy. You don't have to necessarily do this, but it is going to save on the amount of florals that you have to add onto the wreath. I thought this would be a fun idea if you're decorating for a small space or maybe even for a bridal idea. The next thing we're going to do is make a super easy, adorable little bow. You just take the ribbon and loop it over on itself 4 times, and that's going to create your loops, and then tie it off in the center. And the more times you loop it over on itself, the more times it's going to or the more loopy bows it's going to have. Okay, so I'm going to add it to the top of this wreath, and then just take another piece of ribbon and tie it off, and that will give you double duty where it's tied onto your wreath, and there's also tails. You could add a dab of hot glue if you're not able to securely tie it. The next thing I want to do is add that little dabble of hot glue, and then kind of ruche up that little tail there. Don't forget to dovetail your ends on your ribbon so you cut a triangle in an upwards direction. I always teach you guys to do that because I think it's something, when I made wreaths for my Etsy clients, it was just something I made sure to do to give it a polished look. You can do this in your home for your own personal wreaths or gifts as well. So now I'm going to add in some pretty little roses. These are just bundles of roses I got off Amazon, left over from a wedding that I decorated for last year. So I've been able to get a lot of use out of them and show you guys a lot of ideas. Now remember, whenever I'm using different things, you guys can add your own spin on this. I added this cute little gather sign to the center part of my wreath, and I just thought that looked so pretty. I think you guys could use this really in any sweet spot, and I love kind of the juxtaposition of the roses with the woodiness of the gather sign. I just thought it looked kind of cute. A little bit of rustic and a little bit of romance. So anyway, I think this is a fun idea on a budget, and I hope you guys are getting inspired. What are you doing this summer? What is your favorite summer drink? Do you guys love lemonade, tea, a nice iced coffee, a cocktail beverage? What do you guys love to drink? That is going to be the secret question for this video. So I love to pop in a secret question for my videos and give you guys an opportunity to win a $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway. The details are going to be in the description box of this video for you guys, but basically the winner is going to be announced on May 15th on my social media accounts. And just answer that secret question: what's your favorite summertime drink? I love you, and I hope you're inspired. For this next DIY, I'm going to share with you guys a fun little easy teapot floral. This isn't necessarily a Dollar Tree DIY, and these aren't real flowers, but don't they look pretty? And I love the smell of fragrant peonies. I'm guessing that these are peonies. Anyway, I found these at Home Goods, and the teapot is Mackenzie Childs. It was a gift to me. Very blessed and thankful. But what I want to do is take some styrofoam and just pop that down into my teapot. Now, I'm just adding enough hot glue to where it can pop into here. I don't drink tea. I don't use this for tea drinking, so I just thought it would be a pretty idea. And I'm even thinking to just change this out seasonally. So I'm going to pop the pretty floral down into the teapot and just arrange it. This is super easy. It's not hard. Just grab a bundle of pretty flowers. And I've also shared with you guys different teapot ideas. I love teapots. I love finding them at flea markets and vintage shops, or you could even find some new teapots. But I think they make really pretty little decor pieces, especially this one. And I have never thought about putting a floral in it because I know the teapot was so expensive, and I keep thinking I'm going to become a tea drinker, and I'm just not. It's never going to happen, but I love my pretty teapot. So anyway, I'm just adding in some more pretty florals, and I think it makes a really elegant arrangement when you use all the same flower and kind of pack it in. Let me know what you guys think about this and how you're feeling about this summer. Have you all started putting your plants out? I have not put any annuals out. I have my perennials are coming back. I have my knockout roses. I have hostas that are coming back, some different things like that. But I haven't put out any annuals yet. It's just now starting to get warm on a consistent basis where I live. I live in the Midwest, and it's more southern Midwest. So if that's really such a thing. So I hope you guys are loving this, and I'm going to pop in, as always, a fun little clip of Benji Bear, but this I thought was really pretty. I know it's not Dollar Tree, but I just thought it would be a pretty idea for you guys to think about using some pretty florals and whatever kind of vase or teapot you might have on hand. So here is my trusty assistant, Benji Bear. He is my puppy dog. He's going to be 3 this year. If you guys have been along for the journey, you saw him grow up as a puppy on my YouTube channel. Here is his little green ball. It is his most favorite wonderful ball. He loves this little green ball. I think it's the perfect size, and he loves the little grippers on it. It was in my bedside table, so it's been missing in action for a couple of days, but it's now back in the mix of his toys. And he loves to take his little green ball, keep it in his mouth, but he wants me to play with him, but he doesn't want to drop it. So I've shared this with you guys on multiple videos, how he likes to play. He really likes a lot of kind of tug of war play, but he will drop it for me. So let's watch. He's going to drop it, but then he's not going to let me play with him with it. It's so funny. Anyway, for all of the Benji Bear fans, all of his little puppy dog friends and kitty cats, he says hello, and he loves y'all. Thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafty decor adventure. It's a true blessing and honor to have you all here. If you all are new, welcome. I am Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home, and I love to share with you guys how you can make your home's boutique a gorgeous on a budget. I truly believe that y'all don't have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing home. And for everybody that comes back and loves on me, I thank you all so much. Your prayers and support in this community are so amazing. You might be able to hear my little puppy dog, Benji Bear. But listen, I want to encourage you guys, no matter where you're at in your life journey, keep going, keep healing, keep growing. Every day that we wake up is a day that God has given us to make a difference, to smile at somebody, to be kind to someone, to do something a little bit nicer and better in the world. And this is a community platform that you're on. So all you guys have to do to participate in this platform is comment down below. And remember, when you make kind comments on people's Facebook posts, YouTube, Instagram, TikToks, you are putting love, goodness, and joy out into the world. And that also is for texting. When you text somebody, be kind. You don't ever know what somebody might be going through in their life on that particular day. And if you send something out that's unkind, it can really have some devastating effects on people. So just keep that in mind, that our words hold power. So use your words wisely. Anyway, I'm also hosting a $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway for you all. So all you guys have to do is comment down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribing is totally free. It just updates you every single time I post a new video. I love y'all to the moon and back. Keep being kind online. Keep sharing love, joy, and goodness. And until our next video, remember, be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another. Talk to you guys very soon. Bye-bye.